That strange fruit, blood on the leaves, and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene.
That's Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit. A lot of you never heard that song because you're real young, or you just never heard it because it's a horrible song. It's, beautiful. But it's called Strange Fruit. It's what they used to say in the South when somebody would get lynched swinging from a tree. Your ancestors were the strange fruit. Why that's important? The last lynching actually happened in 2016 in July after a KKK rally in Atlanta. Why is that relevant? Because we focus a lot on things that aren't relevant to try and agree with the people that we call our leaders, the people that are in our community, the people that are active in trying to protect our image of whatever we think black leadership is. So as I play this song one more time for you, you can hear the tone and the pain and the hurt in her voice because she probably saw somebody get lynched and decided to write that song throughout her whole life. So I'll let that play in the background as I talk. As she talks about somebody's eyes bulging from their head, somebody swinging from a tree, somebody dying. It becomes important now to think about the last lynching was 2016 after a KKK rally in Atlanta. And they called it a suicide. One of your brothers, one of your black kings, one of your non-future leaders swung from a tree and was lynched at a KKK rally. Nobody was brought to justice. I can look at what's happening right now and I could say the brothers that you want to be your leaders, the brothers you want to be your kings, the brothers that are supposed to, one a doctor, one of the highest esteems that you can get in any country, a doctor who you go to for mental reprieve and help. Another brother just from the streets, from the hood, who gets paid off the entertainment value. That's what he's supposed to do. I don't care about what Seti does. That's why I watch Seti, for entertainment. I watch Seti to scream, it's about the babies, and bang on the beasts, and kind of be a clown. And I tagged him in this video so he can see this. So I'll say it to your face. I don't gotta go behind your back. But as I watch this man argue with another man, I can only say somebody was lynched in July this year. Trump is your president this year. There are 1,500 black families out of work, hungry, starving, needing help, needing something to get them just to their next meal. I'm not talking about arguing. I'm not talking about who cares if you don't like light-skinned people or short people. I'm short and light-skinned. It's life. I don't care if you got a tit for tat. If you want to be Biggie and Pac, I don't even have quarrel with that beef. But what I will remind you of is hundreds of people died because of Biggie and Pac. Hundreds of real brothers that was thugs and killers and really about that life went to the street shot and killed people. I'm from California, so I can tell you for a fact, when Biggie and Tupac got into a fight, brothers went to the street and killed people from LA, killed people from New York, because it became okay. Hundreds of people rolled out and had guns, and we ride on our enemies was the theme as people drove around killing their own brothers and their sisters. So as I play Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit, I wonder, is it more strange the fruit that hung from the tree, or is it more the brothers that are fighting that are supposed to be our leaders in the conscious community? Which is why you kindly see me excuse myself from being a leader and a chief of the conscious community, because the conscious community is focused on the con. We don't even spell conscious with a C no more. We so evident about that over here at the Con Nation. We spell it with a K, because we can't even be associated with what you associated with, because you were just clowns. At the end of the day, I'll ask you 3 simple questions. Seti, what's your plan to help those 1,500 people in your community have a job, have economic security to feed themselves? Let me start with what my plan is, so that you know this isn't a one-sided conversation. My plan is to help 330 black businesses be erected every year. I have helped and at least consulted with, at this time, since I started the nation, 54 black brothers and sisters try and start, get, and or develop business, including Unc West, one of your friends who I've been trying to help sell shoes and get contracts and build a manufacturing facility to build the shoes in another country that's black. That's what I've done. Okay, so I am trying to create these jobs, these housing opportunities, and these things for the community. Now, Brother Johnson, see, you're not on my friends list, so hopefully this video reach you in your best regard and your best health. Wishing you all positivity. My question to you is, where's the school? Where's the school? That's all I want to know. I saw the building, I saw the video, I saw hundreds of people donating. I see you with celebrities all the time that have millions of dollars. I saw P. Diddy start a school. I've seen Jay-Z donate to a school. I've seen you talk about the school, but where's the school? Here, let me help you. There's a sister, I believe her name is Stephanie. She's in Houston. She has a black school that teaches HVAC. She would love you to come down, talk to her, and help her build on her school. We have a school. Now, I actually helped start a vocational school in Mount Bayou, Mississippi, called the Pop Movement, where we help brothers that are on welfare or ex-cons get training skills to get back into the workforce. That is a school that you can go to. One of my brothers on my list, I just met the brother, and we actually started out in an argument, but let's plug him. The brother's name is Q Butter. He is actually from, I believe, the Bronx, NYC, because I'm not sure if he's from the Bronx or if he's from Brooklyn, but he actually has a school helping people from K to 12. See, that's brothers you can link up with and help develop a school. Now, the reason why I ask you these questions is I want to know if in all this, when you hear the song and the pain behind Strange Fruit, and you hear Billie Holiday sing, when she says blood on the leaves, that's from somebody's neck. Blood at the root, that's from the body hanging. And I say to you, when she's talking about the black body swinging, does this tit for tat seem important because of y'all egos or whatever? Does it seem logical when I tell you that the last lynching was 2016 in Atlanta? When we count, and there's actually a website that you guys can go to, and it actually tells you how many people have died this year that are black. And if you look at the numbers on that website, it's somewhere in the 1800s that have just been murdered by the hands of police. So when I'm struggling to get 1,500 people to help me create these black businesses, buy land, buy homes, and develop a black community. And I'm putting out the GoFundMe, and I'm looking at you guys before all this, and I'm like, man, at least somebody is out there doing something, getting the people motivated. And then I see, if you light skinned, you come from Napoleon. There's African people that are light skinned that never have had any contact or interbreeding with anybody European. There are hundreds of short African tribes. So is that the issue, or is it that you were challenged by a man? See, because you're both men, so at any time you guys felt the need to satisfy this. You going to Detroit, he's in Detroit. There's plenty of boxing gyms in Detroit. I can point you out to a couple. In fact, I know a couple martial arts studios that will host y'all if y'all really just want to settle it. Y'all could even raise money and have a charity boxing event where you employ 5 or 10 people that are unemployed, charge for tickets, and millions of people might pay to pay-per-view, and hundreds of people might buy tickets to watch Seti and Umar box. See, that's a solution. I just created 5 jobs. I generated hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in ticket sales for something somebody wants to see. Seti and Umar fight it out for the community. But in the same sense, I just think of strange fruit. And I think of failed leadership. I think of fools fighting to fight. You're supposed to be banging on the beast. Ain't that it, Seti? Ain't that how we say it? Just go bang on the beast. It's for the babies. Ain't that what Seti say? But as I asked, are you banging on the beast, or are you banging on your brothers? Even with the Amin Ra Squad thing, no matter what transpired and who started what and how this got to where it's at, I look at it and I go, when are y'all going to start banging on the beast? When are you going to start banging on the beast? When are you going to go start getting some of those gang members in Detroit, those kids in Detroit, those fatherless children in Detroit, and teaching them how to bang on the beast economically, physically? I don't care. Do something. Now, as I see Dr. Umar lecture and do all these magnificent things, I still ask, what's the plan? What's the economic plan to get us out of our turmoil? Because I have an economic plan, 10-page plan, up, poorly written because I'm not a writer, but it's a very detailed, educated plan. There's hundreds of people that have economic knowledge that can verify that my plan is accurate and would work. What's the plan between you two to solve the issues in our community other than this? You can't talk people out of their issues. You have to offer them something in the form of reprieve. You can't tell a drug dealer to stop selling drugs if he's doing it to feed his family. You have to offer him a job with the same adequate pay so he can feed his family. Anything that you need, that you want to offer somebody, I want to end poverty, you better have food, shelter, and water for people. If you want to end economic oppression, you better have jobs, economic stimulus for people. So that's all I really had to say. Is watching clowns fight is entertaining because they're clowns and they're at the circus. And in the same sense, as you watch these clowns fight, you have to realize that people paid for tickets at the service. So are y'all getting paid for this, or does it benefit us at all? And if it doesn't benefit us at all, what's the real point? How do we as a people survive? And if that doesn't sink in for you, if all this doesn't hit home for you, let Billie Holiday tell you something.
Breeze, strange fruit hanging